Hello, hello, hello. And happy Ginger Awareness Day. Let's get started with some Farm Sim. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Hope you tune in to your favorite Ginger Farm streamer, this guy. It's loading in here. Alright, let's see where we are. It is September. I think we left off. Ah, yes. We were windrowing. Not first, nearest. Well, that was tedding. You're windrowing. You are bailing. Automated. Also believe we have a cultivating contract going. No, we finished that. But I don't know that we brought him home. Maybe we did. Yeah, I think we finished our cultivating contract. Let's see if there's anything else out there. Hope everyone's having a great day. Appreciate you stopping by. Say hi. Let me know how everything's going. That fertilizing contract is tempting. But we don't have a free tractor right now. Do need to go pick up bales. Hope you're all having a fantastic St. Patrick's Day, aka Ginger Awareness Day. Shift I. There we go. Now we're cooking with peanut oil. We celebrated Ginger Awareness Day on Sunday with Ginger Birthday and corned beef and cabbage. And it was delicious. If you're new to the channel, stop in, say hi, drop a follow. Doesn't cost you anything, it's free, I promise. Let me know how your day's going. I do have some bales over here from our headlands. I'm gonna grab real quick so they're not in the way. Yep, like that. So our second crop of alfalfa to come off here, off this huge field. I think it's about 38 acres on the Alma, Missouri map. It's one of my new favorites, actually. I liked Zeelanka, but there were too many collision problems, and the fields weren't quite big enough for my taste. So, here we are. Now we have a right horizontal tool offset here. Could actually tell him nearest waypoint, go, and he'll drive. All on his own. It's pretty amazing how that works. I'm just going to keep sending him for now. We'll do a little cleanup. I think we're good to go. Cheers. Who finished their work? Not you. Ah, yes. You are done tedding. Which means it is time for a fertilizer contract. Oh, he's full. I need to empty him real quick. Says through Courseplay, the only way to automate baling and wrapping and pickup. It's one of my favorite mods, other than the precision farming mod, which is pretty fantastic. We have all our silage, straw, one random bale of grass, I think, for our sheep. I also have the bale storage mod, which is quite wonderful. Set him back up and then get our fertilizer contract set up. Make sure he's good to go. Arm. Nearest waypoint. Already have the course loaded. We're good to go. Okay. You, sir, need to drop off the tedder. Next to our chickens. Well, one of our 2 chicken coops. Grab our fertilizer spreader. No. Hit it. And we need fertilizer. So we're gonna fill this bad boy and accept this contract, which is 30, which is right by our field. Accept. Hopefully we put in less than 50,000 in fertilizer. Fertilizer contracts, in my opinion, are not the best. They cost a lot. Costs a lot of money. In the real world, if I want you to custom fertilize my field as a farmer, I'm going to pay for the fertilizer and the custom application. Here, they don't pay for the fertilizer. So I bet we're going to spend about 40,000 filling up our fertilizer. And I know my shirt doesn't look green, but it is. Oh boy. It's a lot of fertilizer. 57,000 in fertilizer. That's fine. We are going to turn off automatic application and lower our rate. So we have a rate down here. We can change our rate. Or we can do automatic with the precision farming mod. And we are going to, since we're fertilizing a neighbor's field for him, go to the lowest rate. I have a feeling we'll only use 50%, if that, of this. Should be fine. And we got free fertilizer off this contract. We are using Better Contracts mod also. Helps with a lot of things. Because it's better pay. But not just better pay. We can turn off certain contracts that we don't want to do. And if we like harvest a field that produces straw, we can actually bale it after and sell it. So it's a good way to make extra money. So this is not a field we do, so we're going to go into course, and we are going to go into fieldwork settings. Work width is 30. We're just going to do one headland. Start work on headland. We don't want to turn. We can go clockwise, that's fine. Little overlap, we'll go up and down. There is an island in this field. Hit generate, and it generated our course. Just skip the island. Now this is field 30. We're going to create a new folder called F30, because we're probably going to buy this one at some point. And we are going to save as FERT30. So we have FERT30. We're going to tell him to go to the first waypoint. And you can see by the arrows here, he will be going both directions at one point, but that's fine. We are going to hit go. The other nice thing about Courseplay, it tells you the approximate time for the field work, which is great. He's almost empty, or almost full. We can do this manually now. Pick up bales. Oh, don't do this to me. Should I? Well, we may be able to pick up a few more bales, or wiggle them off. They apparently look nice and cozy on the non-existent bed on our F250. It's probably what it is. I know it's a lizard, but F3. Yeah, that's Ford all day, right there. Up another 2. And we're just going to take these extras with us. Hope they don't fall off. Since we got 2 crops out of this alfalfa field, we are going to plant it in barley, I believe. We double cropped our alfalfa field. We've definitely mowed this a bunch of times. Our grass. Mowing your grass around your fields is actually a great way to make some money or make some extra feed for free. It doesn't require any input whatsoever, which makes it a wonderful thing. We do have 2 chicken pastures. We have sheep making us wool. We've got Angus cattle, dairy cattle, and water buffalo. Water buffalo are just coming to maturity. So they are starting to produce milk, but not as much as our cattle. Is there a bale down here? Nope. Okay, once we pick up this first bale, got someone else who's done. Ah, windrow is done. If you're new in here, say hi. Let me know how your day's going. Hopefully you're having a good St. Pat's Day, or as I like to call it, Ginger Awareness Day. Or also Irish American excuse to be hungover tomorrow day. We are going to till next. Now with Precision Farming mod, we can see what type of soil we have. It'll give us an environmental score for each field. Our overall environmental score is 76 because we just picked up this new field and it's had a lot not done to it by the farmer who owned it before. Tells us our soil. If we hover over, it should give us our environmental scores. So big part of your environmental score is pH and nitrogen. Like for this field, they're perfect based on the type of soil. Nitrogen is obviously at a 0 or darn near because we're harvesting our alfalfa crop. Tells us our yield. Now this is our loam, this green, that's why our yield is so great. This is, I believe, silty loam or silty clay, sandy loam. So that's at 100, this is over 100, this is always going to be below 100, the silty clay. It will also change your seed rate to try to adjust your harvest, try to make your harvest better in places that it doesn't grow great. And for loam, it'll actually plant with a low seed rate. We've yet to find, like we really don't want this field. It's mostly silty clay. This field is mostly loam and sandy loam. This might be the next field we buy. Better Contracts mod also gives us 5% discount for every contract we do for a farmer. So we're up to 25% discount, 188,000. take a look at our owned production chains. So we have manure and slurry at our biogas plant. We just sold off a bunch of methane for about 45,000. I wish you could turn it into propane in this game, but you can't. Obviously, they are very different gases. We also have a dairy in town. It's making us butter, cheese, I believe condensed milk, cream. We're not making goat milk or goat cheese anymore because we don't have goats. Kefir, bottled milk, and yogurt. Our large greenhouse is now storing or making strawberries, which we could deliver to our dairy to make strawberry yogurt. It takes 1 strawberry per 10 milk to make 20 strawberry yogurts. So once we have that going, we can do that. We have our large greenhouse growing us a bunch of different types of vegetables. And we also have a large mushroom house, which is making enoki and oyster mushrooms. We just sold off our oysters, I think. And then we have a spinnery. We're delivering our wool from our sheep to make fabric. I have found the dairy. I want to say I took at max $24,000 worth of milk to the dairy, cow milk, and ended up selling the products of the dairy for like 48 or 50. So our dairy is almost paid off in about a year. You just have no idea what you're doing. Let's see if I can wiggle that one out. There we go. Pick up these bales. Can't remember if this bale mod or universal auto load, but it makes life a little easier for sure. I pulled 2 out of there, and we're good to go. I think a trailer full of alfalfa, dry alfalfa, is about 30,000. So every time we pull in, it's about 30,000 worth of alfalfa. Drop that. It's just in the worst spot ever, isn't it? I believe there's still one down here somewhere. Might have got them all. Appreciate y'all joining me for Ginger Awareness Day. Hope you're having a great day. Thanks for stopping in. If you like the content, like the vibes, hit the follow button. It's free, doesn't cost you a thing. That way you'll know when I'm live. Usually about this time, depending on doing physical therapy for my shoulder. Anywhere from 10 a.m. Central to 1 p.m. Central. Start times to 3 to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you're from the UK, Australia, glad to have you. Say hi. Go kiss a ginger today. You know, we're disappearing. We're an endangered species. Or something like that, I don't know. Love it if you'd say hi. Hang out with me. Makes streaming definitely a lot more fun. Just ask you to mind the mess. I got seed starter stuff all over here. Got a cardboard collection over there for my raised beds I'm about to build. About to close on a house. Tired of renting again. Got 4 huge seed starter platforms. Because our last frost date is still like 6 weeks away. 6.5-ish weeks away. So we'll start some seeds indoors in real life and get the new raised garden beds planted. I do have experience farming in real life. My grandpa, well, farmed his whole life, but sold our land in the late 90s. I farmed with a couple other families and enjoyed playing the older farm sims for sure during winter when we weren't actually working, and a buddy of mine wanted to learn how to play, so I started making videos for him and posting them to my YouTube at Gone Mud and Gaming. Started streaming because if I'm going to play the video games, might as well meet new people. I'm also a nurse, but I've been injured for about, well, 3 years, coming up in May, getting attacked by a patient. So I do have physical therapy 2 or 3 times a week for my shoulder. So sometimes that delays my start times. If you want to just come hang out with me, I'd love it. Drop a follow. And say hi. Please say hi. I've had some interesting conversations with new people thanks to streaming, and I enjoy it a lot. If you have any questions about the game, if you're trying to learn how to play, let me know. Be happy to answer them. Just like that, we're full again. I think this is our 5th or 6th trailer full of dried alfalfa coming out of this field. Until we start whittling our stores down, we may start selling. So we're getting pretty full. Could just get out and move that, but that requires work. Straw is the one thing we go through a decent amount. But we are pretty stocked up on silage and hay for our animals. Biggest thing is going to be chicken feed. I think we just planted wheat. I'm going to say we planted wheat. Yeah, over here. Got corn here. That should come out next month. We are growing canola here. We just put beehives down because beehives do increase the yield of things like canola. At least that's what the game says. And then this was alfalfa. This is our second crop of alfalfa out of here. We bought it when it was already planted with alfalfa. I think we're going to plant barley in this big field. Barley will give us chicken feed as well as straw for our cattle to make manure. We are using a few mods, Precision Farming mod, which I absolutely love, and Courseplay. Courseplay is the only way to automate baling, wrapping, pickup of fields. Unlike the standard AI from Giant Software, you can't bale with it, but you just load either your mowers and windrowers course, which our mower, windrower, and our tedder are all about the same width on purpose, so we can have just one course for all of them, and then run the baler on it. If we didn't ted it, we could run the wrapper, which is probably my least favorite thing to do in this game. It's wrap bales. It also works with the round bale all-in-one. I think it's the Krone something roundy that can wrap as well. It's very slow to bale that way, but the computer will, Courseplay will do it. We'll stop for each bale, drop it into the wrapper, wrap it and drop it. It's quite wonderful. The other nice thing about Courseplay, like if we shoot here, it'll tell us approximate time to finish the work that it's doing. Like he has 17 minutes left. So sometimes for the bigger ones, like the plowing contracts, you know, it tells you, and it might be because of better contracts, but it tells you the approximate time to complete this, right? Some of the plow ones on this map, this is a small one still. I've seen 5 hours. When I've gone in with Courseplay, it said like 4.5. So if I know that's the last thing I'm doing that day, I can accept contracts that'll be the same or less. So I know we're all finishing at the same time. Do that. Control Shift R. So it comes in handy. We did speed up time. We should probably slow it down. We're trying to get more contracts. Also, the contracts are very linear in their, like how they are. Like sometimes it won't give you a cultivating contract for a field unless you plow it first. Sometimes on the game they plant directly into plowed fields. In real life, we just don't plow that much. It's usually only to change direction of a field. In real life, at least in the Midwest, it's the only time we plow. If you've been going east-west, and you decide you want to go north-south, if you have a pretty square field, usually it requires you for less wear and tear on the tractors and implements to plow. Plowing turns up sometimes a lot of dormant weed seed as well as rocks. And rocks are the bane of my existence in this game. Still got a ways to go. Our baler's going pretty fast though. We might send our cultivator out once we fill. Just tell him to do up and down first, so he's not knocking out headlands. Fertilizing contract is 71% complete. The payout for the fertilizer contract is basically an entire fertilizer spreader worth of fertilizer. So I'm hoping we only use about half of this and got about 25,000 in fertilizer for free by doing the contract. It is in my opinion, the least paying contract. It pays a lot, but you have to buy the fertilizer. So once we get enough digestate from our biogas plant, we will start spreading digestate on our fields. Okay, we are full. We do need to get this cultivated and planted. Not so worried about all of this. Still stacking it. We do have our bale pickup here, but it takes forever. Okay. Let's get you set up. I don't think we're in field 6. Don't know. Yep, we do not have it set up for cultivating. So biggest thing with this, cancel out your, if you have a loaded course, click no course, fieldwork settings for 14, we're going to do 2 headlands, start work on the center. We don't have an island. Generate. Let's start down there, that's fine. He's gonna so he's good there. Back out. We could have hit start job. We are going to go first waypoint, go. And he's gonna do the stupid thing and fold for no reason. So we'll just drive him down to the start point. Our start point. Tell him first waypoint, go. And then we are going to go in here. We are in field 6. And we're going to save course as Cultivate 6. It's going to take him approximately an hour real time to cultivate this field. Back to picking up bales. If you're new in here, say hi. Let me know how your day's going. Hopefully you're having a good St. Patrick's Day, aka Ginger Awareness Day. We are a dying breed, so I've been told. But either way, thanks for stopping in, watching the stream. Would love to talk to you. Love meeting new people. He's almost done with this field. Probably could have started our cultivator earlier, but it's fine. Can always take another contract. That'll take about the same amount of time. Good look. Not doing plowing. Unless it's your mom. Plowing is the one place that it lies. Could take a weeding contract. That's about 41 minutes. Lease cost 400. Let's borrow those items. Get them set up. Already got a weight up front. This is a nice big weeder. Like I was gonna hit him. Go on, pass me into no passing zone. Go for it. Got plenty of room. See, the realism in this game, everyone says it's so realistic, but they'd be passing into no passing zone. Yep, they were in the left lane. Turn on our hazards, because we are ag exempt from stop signs. Fold you. Love to collect all the bales. He is almost done. Collect all our bales. And then we'll get to weeding. We finished our fertilizing contract. Snag those two. Full. He shouldn't pop out another one. So that'll be fine. Do need to stop our fertilizer spreader. So he completed his mission. We're going to... So we put about 58,000 in fertilizer in. Got 56 back. But we have 64%. Yeah. See if we can tell him to go home. Well, we could tell him to go home. We'll see if he'll actually do it. Or get stuck. He's going good. Get you out of the way. Yeah, folding's not allowed. And then go do our weed contract. Steering assist, show lines, yep. Shouldn't take much. Nope, that's not the line I picked. The weird thing is, I don't see any weeds. I don't know about you. Don't see a single weed. But that's alright. You want to pay us like $14,000 to weed a field without weeds? You got it. It's a pretty big weeder. It just goes a lot slower than a rotary hoe. For sure. I don't see a single weed in this field. Looks like it was just planted, if I'm being honest. Just trying to take a sweeping curve here. see if it takes us 41 minutes. Should be done by 3, a little after 3 Central, if it takes us 41 minutes to do this field, which is what it told us. We've got our cultivator going, which takes about an hour, so might as well take a contract to make a little extra cash in the meantime. We still need to plant the field that the cultivator's in with, I think we're going to go barley. Yeah, barley. Looks like it's going to rain at 9 a.m. tomorrow, so we won't be able to harvest our corn. I mean, we can harvest our corn, but you get a loss if you harvest during the rain. Does the game even show weeds in this field? Nope. I don't know. It's a little glitchy. But as long as they're going to pay us, fine by me. I think this is definitely going to take us a lot less than 41 minutes to do. See if there's another weeding contract. Nope, that's the only one. We don't have kimchi, we don't have carrots. We can bottle milk, but our dairy only holds 100,000 liters of bottled milk, so we couldn't even hit this. I don't think we're going to get 226 liters of corn out of that field, but we'll see. And there's only 5 real hours left to reach that goal for our corn. So we'll probably end up holding on to it. So right now we're just using the regular auto steer in the game. I remember the old farm sims, I think 15, 17, downloading mods, having weird control shift W plus to widen, all that stuff. It's nice that they finally put that in the game, but Courseplay is superior, especially for automation and automating harvest. You can automate the auger wagon with Courseplay to auto empty the combine or combines and auto dump on the semi. On the big fields, it basically turns into a semi, like, trucking simulator. Not even close to 40 minutes. We are almost done. I think that took us, yep, less than 20 minutes, if that. Make sure there's not another weed. Okay. Collect. Goes away. Move you. Let's get you out of the way. Green tractor's back from his fertilizing contract, and we are going to start planting. Just outside our chickens. I can't remember. I want to say it's this one. This planter for corn. Could be wrong. Or barley. We're planting barley. It's this planter. It's ready to go with barley. Fill seed, fill fertilizer. We could actually... Not a huge fan of these dual seeder fertilizers. Especially when we have all that free fertilizer. It's actually... Grab this. And remove our fertilizer from the spreader. We can fill our planter with our basically free fertilizer from that contract we did. Instead of buying more. Got about, I don't know, $35,000 in free fertilizer from that fertilizing contract. Which is quite nice. Essentially, that contract paid for all this fertilizer. And the fertilizer we used. This is the Amazon Citan 1500. It's a big planter. filled with fertilizer far before it needs filled with seed. I actually don't know if this can direct sow. I don't think it can. It's fine. Pull into the field. I could do steering assist. I didn't see any contracts I wanted to do, so we don't really need to automate this. Just really don't love. Let's do this. Just set it up. Fieldwork settings. Start work on center. Up and down. There is no island. Generate. See if it roughly follows the planter. Or the, not the planter, the... Yeah, I don't love it. We're just gonna do this. Come out here. Say here. Turn on. Could end up cultivating over where we're planting. We're gonna hope not. We've got our automatic application and seed rate both going. So it'll seed based on what type of soil we have thanks to the precision farming mod. And we are planting barley. What's the width on this thing? Because it doesn't feel right. Vehicles, Amazon, 15.2? No, that's 15.2 tons. Width is 15 meters. What's our width? 15 meters. This is a really odd way to plant this, and I'm not a huge fan, if I'm being honest. Out there. See if the AI fills in the gap on the turn. Yeah, okay. We should be good there. guessing we are planting. Let's look at precision farming. Normal seed rate would be my guess. Yep, standard. High down here in this silty clay. Low here in the straight loam. Wipes a little bit of this out. It's not a huge deal. Lift. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. Good St. Patrick's. Thanks for hanging out with your Ginger Farmer, Gone Mud and Gamin'. You know, if you have any big plans today or this weekend, we celebrated with the family over this past weekend, corned beef and cabbage, and it was chef's kiss, amazing. Love me some good corned beef and cabbage, for sure. It might be time to stand up, but we don't have a sit-stand desk. So, or we have a sit-stand desk, but our tower's on the floor. So, and we don't have long enough HDMI cords. We should be good out there. It's about as far as we want to go. Just keep working it around. to do this. Beep. Back to there. Should be good. Right there. Lace, what's up? Thanks for the follow. How you doing? You enjoying your Ginger Awareness Day? Can you make paralyzers green? Because you should. Green food coloring in your paralyzer? Probably. Yeah. You should. St. Pat's Day. Just playing a little Farm Sim. Because, you know, I am not good at the shooter games anymore. I do miss our Modern Warfare 2 lobbies, though. I haven't seen you stream in a while. That's fair. Boring life stuff. Same. About to close on a house, so dealing with a lot of that stuff right now. Now we're gonna have to plant some of this. How is the Great White North? I saw parts of, I think Green Bay. Wisconsin got 3 feet of snow. Did you guys get crazy snow? We got a dusting down here in Illinois, but that's about it. Went from 60 degrees and tornadoes nearby to blizzard whiteout conditions within like 4 or 5 hours. This is the weirdest way ever to plant a field. Not that. Well, it's good to see you, Lace. Oh, Madge. What you doing, Madge? I'm still on work comp and doing PT probably for the next year and a half for my shoulder, so figured if I'm playing video games, I might as well stream them, right? Probably have to have surgery again. So that's going to be fun. Appreciate you stopping in and saying hi. Definitely appreciate the follows. Trying to make a little beer money from streaming. Not paralyzer money. No. Don't drink those. Probably should have bought some Guinness at the store today for some Irish drop the shot in a beer drinks. Can't say the actual name of that. About right there. Should be good. Our cultivator should almost be done. Looks like he's doing the headlands. Where is he? There he is. Get this planted in pretty quick succession to the tillage. And then advance a month and harvest our corn. Looks like he might be doing the last end row. Yeah, he wiped out a little bit of my planting, but that's alright. So it's gonna get replanted. I do the headlands. Hope everyone's having a great day. Thanks for hanging out with me. Oh, big stretch poodle. Hi, baby girls. Come here. Hi. Wanna say hi to everybody? Bunch of good girls. Good old girl. We have to get a pup cam. Sweet old 16-year-old dog. Good girl. Go lay down. Finish planting our barley field. Then we'll advance a day. It's going to be about prime prices for certain things. Let's look at prices. Not for corn. Going up on oats. We'll sell oats in December, likely. We missed soybeans. Wheat is for chickens. We're going to sell most of our, I think, butter, produce, all kind of peaks in January. We're not making clothes, but we are making fabric. got eggs. We'll sell those in November. Fabric is April. Yeah, most of the milk stuff would appear. Kefir, again in January. I could sell some of the milk stuff, but most of the produce and everything peaks in January. Oh, went away too long. Oh, we are out of fertilizer. That's why. Need to go refill with fertilizer. So I don't love the dual fertilizer planters. They're not my favorite. But they came with the farm. And he is almost done cultivating this field. Fill up with our leftover fertilizer. This should all be lime. Yeah, it's lime. Plenty of free fertilizer there. Fill up the rest of the way, hopefully be able to finish this field. Probably grab some more seed as well. Fertilizer costs are crazy in this game. Rather put down 4RD. For sure. Refill with seed as well. Get back to it. Seed's the cheap part. We could fill this in real quick while we're here. Did pretty good at guessing where he was going to run over our seed. Follow this down. It's not going to fill it all in. I don't really like taking tracts like this. not that one. This one. That must be where he ran out of fertilizer. Just flip around and pick up the next one. Don't love it. Okay, he finished. Love that. Turn on seeder, it should be lowered. Grab a refill real quick. Let the chair plant. It's the beauty of auto steer in real life. Just can't make turns. Looks like he actually missed a spot. None too happy about that. We're gonna have to grab him real quick. Go, go, go. Hope you're all having a wonderful St. Pat's. Clean that up a little bit. Trying to get rid of some of this. Should. Beautiful. Should get one more cutting out of our grass, hopefully. Seeder on. Go. We're gonna let the chair drive. Had to talk about how good of dogs I have. And they both poop by the door. It's the beauty of auto steer. Clean up after the dogs. Has the chair been doing a wonderful job farming? Are we on? Oh, we might be. Headlands? Very interesting. It's time for headlands, apparently. Almost fully planted. Let's go deep in this corner. Pick up. Back in action. Might have to clean up a few spots with the weird angle it gave us on this field. Because we're not going to hit that little spot there. Cleaned up some of this. Luckily with the precision farming mod, our fertilizer and seed is an automatic rate, so it won't overseed or over fertilize. Definitely not using this path again, though. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Wrong button. Back it up, back it up. Yeah, we're gonna miss that spot. We'll just come back and clean that stuff up. Did gas pretty good up here. Should grab most of this. Just plant this all the way through. Start on our last headland. Frickin' woodpeckers. Come out of nowhere in this game. So all of a sudden, like a fucking hammer drill. Sun's finally coming out here. Hopefully it'll melt the little bit of snow we got. Went from tornadoes to a blizzard in less than 12 hours. So that was fun here in the Midwest. Winter's just been like a bad ex who won't stop calling this year. Dropped from 60 degrees to -2 wind chills in a span of 12 hours. Finish up planting our barley. And then advance a day. Would love a direct cedar. We may be getting rid of our cedar soon. We've got the Amazon. Don't love it. Seed directly. 12 meters wide. Ugh, it still takes. I don't love when it has fertilizer in it because it'll slow me down. No fertilizer, 8 meters wide. Oof. It's cut it in half. Seeding directly though. That's what's for sale right now. Can seed directly, 6 meters wide. That's tempting. It's that one. I think the Coon. Yeah, the Espro 6000 RC. 6000 RC, 6 meters, but it also takes fertilizer. 8 meters. What's the biggest one that doesn't take fertilizer and direct sows? Love to direct sow. So it's 8 meters. Man, that's small. Clean this up a little bit. Look at that turn. Better than the AI. But solid fertilizer slows us down, and with precision farming mod, we can spray as soon as the first green comes up. Like we might run out of fertilizer again in this field. It just doesn't hold enough. What can I get from my Amazon right now? Vehicles. Sell 134. Can I trade it? What's no, we want. You're not a direct seeder though. Direct seed, knockerling. It's close to a trade. We may do that. So I'd rather direct seed. Because precision farming mod. Environmental score, part of that is tillage. The less tillage you do, the better. Increases your sale prices. I don't know what's wrong with this field. The nitrogen is perfect. So I don't know if it'll update after the next harvest. This field is great. But we would definitely rather direct sow. This is just the planter that came with the Alma, Missouri map. We're going to come back real quick, clean up this. And I guess we could deactivate the automatic application rate. Just put on a base amount of fertilizer. But I like direct sow. I do wish there was strip tillage in this game, but there is not. But direct sow would have prevented me from having to run the cultivator in here. I'm wiping out a little bit of my seed. And wouldn't have to put down fertilizer with that one. Where are these spots? Kinda see them. Can only really see them once I'm on them, or it's hard to see them once you're on them. Right there. Hope everyone's having a great St. Pat's Day. As I like to call it, Ginger Awareness Day. We are a dying breed. At least I've been told. So, find a ginger, kiss them. Drink some green stuff. Appreciate you joining though. Stop in, say hi. Let me know how your day's going. Love meeting new people, talking with them. If you like the content, drop a follow. It's free. But at least say hi. Man, that's rough. I'm gonna clean those up too. Just drop our planter here. Through here. I think we are going to trade this planter, this seeder out for a direct sow though. Without fertilizer. So I don't think we're actually going to finish. Let's deactivate the automatic rate. See if we can make it through and just finish planting. We will come back with a fertilizer. A spreader after our first green is showing in the field. Could raise our application rate. Maybe. I don't think we actually can with this planter. Putting something down. You can see it changing here. We're almost to yellow. Going up. Don't think we would have made it, but it's planted. Barley field is planted, and I think we're going to move on a day. We are going to empty this first, I believe, and sell it. I'd like a direct sow application. So we're going to hit I for unload. Beautiful. And sell it. It is the widest, I believe, planter in the game. But that's alright. Okay. We've planted our barley. Corn is not ready. I think everything else. Check on our animals real quick. They've got grain. Chicken coop has grain. Cow barn has TMR. It also has straw, so we're good there. Sheep barn has grass. Our animals are good. We planted our barley. All our fields should be planted. We own 1, 2, 3, 6 currently. Next one we probably want to buy is 30. They're all good there. None of them need weeding. 6 will need weeding next month. So we're gonna sleep. What is it? FICO Style TV, thanks for the follow. I appreciate you. Hope you're having a great day. I believe it is going to rain in October. Don't know. I know it's going to rain from 8 to 10. Good afternoon. Hope you're having a good St. Pat's Ginger Appreciation Day. It's good to have another fellow farmer in here. Playing the Alma, Missouri map. It's one of my favorites right now. Big map. Using Courseplay for a lot of it. And there's the rain. Let's look at till about noon. That's fine. We can speed up a little bit. Corn's ready to harvest. We're going to have to wait until that is done. Keep folding. FICO, I'll try to drop you a follow later. Especially if you're on when I'm not. See how you run things. Iowa Plains-View map. Ah. Yeah, I feel like Iowa Plains-View map, I looked at it, I just didn't try it yet. Sri Lanka I tried, but the collision was messed up, like when you went onto the roads and stuff, just all of a sudden your tractor being midair kind of threw me for a loop. Should probably store this. My main mods I use are Courseplay and Precision Farming mod. I don't know if you've used either of those, but they're pretty awesome. Precision Farming mod makes me feel a little bit more like I'm actually farming in real life. Like working the farm. And Courseplay automates it all. Drop this off in our bale storage. Didn't mean to get out. Come on. Alright. So good there. It's time to take our milk. I don't know if some of our cows matured a little more, hopefully. Last time we got 10,000. Take the 9,700, run that into town to our dairy, and we'll come back for silage and manure and slurry to our biogas plant. Try to get through this rain so we can start our harvester. We'll run the harvester in Courseplay and our auger wagon. We'll say my favorite semi is definitely the Lizard. 2050 horsepower is pretty insane Can pull just about anything in this game. Also have the International Tanker, love it. Let's see what we have. Played Alman 22, not 25 yet. On consoles. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm the same. Realistic versus unrealistic. Like, for bales on these huge 40-acre fields, I use Universal Autoload or Bale Mod. I like the realism of precision farming mod. Sometimes it hurts your yields, but I do like it still. Like, I'm not going to be out there doing everything. I really like Courseplay. I'm sad I didn't know it wasn't on console, but it's pretty neat. Way better than the stock AI for sure. I'm guessing our dairy is out of milk. No, still got milk. It's not running very fast. Drop our milk here. Trying to hold on to all our dairy products until January, I believe. Like our... Well, we could sell cheese. Our produce, not so much. Cream's bad. Holy crap. Just kind of gotta sell. Eggs will sell in October or November. Fabric will wait till April. Garlic, January. Most of our stuff we're gonna sell in January. We've got chickens. Well, two different: a chicken pasture, a chicken coop. We've also got goats. Or no, we got rid of our goats. We've got sheep, or wool, got a spinnery, biogas plant, dairy. Had horses. They came with the Alma map. They're just too much work. There's enough special types of food I have to have for my animals, and then riding them every day and brushing them every day. It's too much. I got rid of my horses. Covered my goats too. They weren't making enough milk and I couldn't fill it with this, so it got a little annoying. I appreciate you stopping in though, saying hi. Are you from the US, the UK, Australia? Where are you from, FICO? I had someone from Australia watching me the other day. Yep, that's gonna need weeded. Collect our slurry while we're waiting for it to stop raining. Don't worry, I've washed the tank. So I deliver the milk before the slurry. Ooh, not all gonna fit. That's fine. Alright, we need to set up. And we also need to mow. Got a lot to do in October. Why don't you connect? Would I park you the other way? Yep, definitely did. Dairy, goats, and chickens. Have you tried the helper mod for horses? No, I didn't know that existed. So I just got rid of them. They weren't my favorite. Here in the Midwest, we tend to stay away from horses and horsewomen, if I'm being completely honest. From Missouri. Nice! I'm in central Illinois. So, farmed in real life. I'm also a nurse, but I got hurt 3 years ago and I'm on work comp right now, unfortunately. Going to PT all the time. So, figured if I'm going to play video games, might as well stream them, right? Alright, we need to set up course play for the hoe. Always pull in the field. Set your field position. In the field. Buildwork settings 12.4. Not multiple tools. We'll do 2 headlands. You can start on the headlands. That's all fine. Generate course. Beautiful. I'm gonna go to first waypoint. Tell him to go. We're gonna go in here. We're on field 6. 6, we don't have a hoe. Hoe 6. Save that. He's gonna weed for us. It's fair. My grandpa sold our farm late 90s, and I worked for a couple other families on their farms. It's done raining. Slow down. So I was able to farm in real life. I loved it. Became a nurse and a travel nurse, because when you don't own the land, it's hard to make a living. And then just came back from travel nursing from my assignments and helped with planting, harvest, things like that. Let's create a job for you. Can you deliver to the biogas plant? Set it as looping, but it doesn't need to be. Nope, you can't. Cool. Alright, you're running. We need to set you up. I think we have a course, but I could be wrong. Open this field a little bit. Course. This is field 1. John Deere corn. We're going to load that course. Where is first waypoint? There it is. We're going to tell him first waypoint. Get him close. Tell him to go. Or just, you know, drive over that little bit of corn. That's fine too. Yeah, I worked for the local co-op for a little bit. Didn't realize how much farmland is not actually owned by the farmer. Yeah. Most of it is rented. Unfortunately. It's hard to make a living that way. Problem is, most of it, when someone dies, You have to pay the inheritance taxes and all that stuff, and corporations buy it up, or the huge farmers buy it up because the family can't pay the inheritance tax, which is pretty awful in its own right. Love my Peterbilt. We are going to park him right on the edge of the field. Probably going to grab, yeah, you. Yeah, that's fine. Where is our auger wagon? Did I put it away? I think it's the first thing I've ever put away. Nope, didn't. See? I knew it. Unless it's winter, we don't put equipment away. Just leave it where you last used it. Actually, I may use the big tractor for this. I think we're going to use the big case. Yeah, I don't know about Missouri, but cash rent is pretty ridiculous around here. We do have some, Central Illinois has some of the most fertile land in the U.S. Cash rents upwards 400 an acre. Alright, we're gonna catch up with our friend over here. What just happened? Need him to do the headlands. And then we'll set our auger wagon to automate. With a name like FICO Style, you must have like an 850 credit score, right? I might have just aged myself with that statement, but such is life. You're empty. I hope you're cutting lands. I should have checked that. Actually doesn't look like lands. That stinks. You're hoeing, doing the Lord's work, knocking out weeds. You, sir, are glitching. What is going on? Okay. We're gonna tell you to, so we're gonna set a field position. Yep. Target position is down here. Unload combine. And he's... FICO Style. FICO is half of my last name. Nice. It's alright, just drive over the grain. It's no big deal. Okay. So we got the John Deere corn harvester going, the automated auger wagon, the harvester, the combine will call for him when it's about 80% full. He'll pull up alongside of him. Combine empties into the auger wagon and he'll empty into the semi all on his own. It's a wonderful thing, especially for huge contracts, which I have not checked yet today. Harvesting. All those suck. Field 10? Yeah, no, we're good. Hoeing, on the other hand, we may send him out. Yeah, we're going to accept that contract once we're done hoeing our field. The only plow jobs we take are your mother. He's just off-roading. See, built like an international. Drop off our slurry. You said you got dairy, goats, and chickens. This truck does not want to stop ever. I thought the biogas plant gave you like income from electricity, since it has like a kilowatt hour thing. On the Alma it does not, and it produces methane, not propane, but you'd think it would produce propane so that you could use it with the AGI dryer, which you have to download for the Alma, Missouri map. But we sold our methane from about, I don't know, 8 months worth of dropping our slurry and manure off. We sold that for about 45,000, I think. So we're part of the way into paying off that biogas plant. Set destination, come here. We're still hoeing. You're almost full, which means you cut in a little bit and called the auger wagon. Fico, this is why I like Courseplay a lot. I don't have to worry about these guys. He's just gonna come down here, fill, all on his own. Then once the auger wagon gets to 85%, which we may lower that, 80%, he will dump on the on the semi. It is interesting that when he gets full and he thinks there's no way out here, that he'll cut in, and then once he unloads, he'll like back out, he'll go backwards and then go back into his track. It's pretty neat. But just watching. It tells you like needs to be unloaded. You're coming home. You're still hoeing. I need to deliver manure. So this is where I agree with you on the realistic, unrealistic. Yeah, Courseplay is pretty awesome. If you go to my YouTube, at Gone Button Gaming, I've got a couple Courseplay instructional videos, like how to set it up. You can set up multiple harvesters in a field. The auger wagon will even run to multiple combines. The only way I knew how to do like multiple combines in a field before I got Courseplay with this game, like you can do I don't know if you know this, with the AI worker, you can do skip. So if you're running one harvester and the AI is running the other, you can tell them to skip every other line. It's pretty cool. And you can like pick up what they miss, you know, on purpose. But before that wasn't even a thing. I think with Courseplay you can set up to like 5 harvesters in the same field, and like you end up with a far left, middle, right, far right tracks in there. So if Iowa is as big as Alma, Missouri map, then it comes in handy. Yeah, it truly sets up like a combine convoy. I want to get it set up for like green beans and things like that in this game that are just awful. They take forever, um, which is why I use the Better Contracts mod. It actually turns those. I can like turn them off from even showing up in my contracts. You could set up like 3 green bean harvesters, so it would make it to where it's not taking forever to harvest one of those fields, especially with these big fields. Like 40-acre field with the green bean harvester would probably take 10 hours in real life or something like that. So yeah, if you're interested in Courseplay, pop on over to my YouTube at GoneMud Gaming, and you'll see some Courseplay instructional videos. I just ran 2 combines with that. The other nice thing with Courseplay is you can automate your baling. Root crops around the most unrealistic. Yeah, root crops are the worst in this game. Like, I get that they take time in real life, but yeah, it's not great. But with Courseplay, you can automate your baling. You can even automate your wrapping with the offset, left-right offset. And it'll, I think you got in here a little late, but you can bale with it. I've got a video on my YouTube with that too, where I have a mower, windrow, baler, and wrapper, and maybe collector all running in the same field with Courseplay, because the AI in the base game won't bale or wrap for some reason. So you can set it up with Courseplay. It's pretty neat. Yeah, I'd appreciate it. Appreciate the follow. Go. It's definitely one of the best mods I've found. Should check on Harvester. Yep, says it needs to be unloaded by Courseplay. Even tells you if you hover over which combine or harvester. They'll even run together, all by themselves. And once the auger wagon gets to 80 or higher, he'll go dump on the semi. So I'm free to do other things. I am impressed that the developers of Courseplay made it to where they'll even dump on the run, not just being full. probably start mowing. I mean, we've got a crap ton of grass, hay, dry alfalfa, straw, and silage. I think we're gonna sell whatever we bale here. Which means I think we're gonna dry it. It's a lot faster to ted this grass. I don't know, Fico, if you also mow your between the field grass, but it is, I think, one of the best ways. I've tried to have good grass fields, and I swear I get more grass off, like more harvest off of all this grass than I do off of an actual field that I have input costs for lime and fertilizer and all that. Control X to unfold all. I don't know if that's a thing on console, but it's a thing here. Control lower. Should lower both. Well, gotta let the dog out real quick. Oh, you don't mow the in between? I'll show you. Let me let the dogs out real quick. Am I live on YouTube, Fico? Because it wasn't showing me I was. Go potty. So I honestly had no idea. Let's mow the in-between grass. Control B to start both. Yeah, you said you had, I think, goats. I know goats like the grass. But look at all this grass. Just get like 2 or 3 cuts out of it. I am, in fact, live. It's good to know. Can usually get 2 to 3 cuts out of this grass, and I've never seen grass this thick from the mower in a field. Like alfalfa, yes, but even then. So instead of actually wasting a field on grass for our cattle, for our goats, sheep, whatever, just mow the in-betweens of your field. Sometimes I'll mow all of this, but this is all just going to be to sell for a little cash, since I'm so loaded in bales. Yeah, like I said, I've done the big fields dedicated to grass, but I'll probably pull more grass off of the in-betweens of my field than I could pull off of one of these fields. And this is just part of it. I'm not even going to do all of it. Let's see where our landline goes. Yep, don't have access to that land. Turn around, mow this. I also think grass is it's the cheapest to actually work with. Yes, you need a the mowers, you need the baler, windrow, tedder, but it's all less than one of the flagship combines. So yeah, I use alfalfa for both. And the alfalfa does okay. I think you're going to be amazed at how much grass I can get off of this, or how many bales of grass or hay, because I use the hay for TMR. But this is just what I've mowed is probably, I don't know, 20 bales, which is pretty crazy. So what we're gonna do there. And all of this, I'm gonna mow all the way down there and back. Go around our semi. We actually may move our semi. Yeah, he's already full, or getting there. Let's go around him for now. It's not a big deal. But you can see how thick this grass is that I'm laying in from the mower. I think it's a big place that a lot of people lose money. If you're already mowing alfalfa and baling it and all that stuff, you have the required equipment to do this. Turn here. It's about where our field ends. And I'm gonna end up leaving a bunch of this grass behind likely, but it's a lot to mow. The only thing by doing this, I can't automate it with the AI or with Courseplay, but that's fine. Yeah. It's one of those things that you don't really think about, but this is all free, and I have no input cost on any of this. I'm not putting down lime, I'm not putting down fertilizer. I get alfalfa, at least with Precision Farming Mod, takes like 40 or 50 kilograms per hectare, or whatever it is in the game, versus like this field is taking like 160 or something. But yeah, this is basically free money, just sitting here growing on its own with no input cost. This field was alfalfa before. I bought it. When I bought it, it was planted in alfalfa. One of my little fields was alfalfa as well. But I got 2 cuttings out of that field, and then I planted barley in it for my chickens. So I'm almost out of chicken feed. Because even though chickens love corn, in real life, it's what scratch grains are. The game doesn't think chickens eat corn or oats, which my chickens absolutely loved when I had some straw bales in real life. that were from an oat field. And they just scratched the crap out of it to get to the oats. He's still hoeing. They're running. Gives us time to do this. UK chickens. Too good for corn. They must be, because the US chickens freaking love it. Dang UKers. It's kind of hard to believe that it's so popular. Like, being from the Midwest, right? Like, farming's a big thing here. But Farm Sim isn't a big thing here. And a lot of the biggest streamers I see for Farm Sim are from the UK. Or, you know, the Eastern Bloc or wherever. I've seen like Polish streamers with 150 people watching them. So the game is definitely bigger over there. I should probably let my dogs in. Be right back. Come back, I promise. Be a case where... Yeah, it's also a thing. But I've definitely heard the game is quite popular. I have someone on Kick who I'm surprised isn't here. He's always here. From the UK. He's been in about every stream I've had since day one streaming. So like, I don't know if you've watched Clarkson's Farm, but it's pretty hilarious. Like, I like Clarkson. But especially farming in real life and watching him screw up all the stuff he screws up is pretty fun, for sure. Because he certainly screws up a lot. Yeah, I agree. More popular in the UK. But the Midwest, Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, all farming states. Iowa, I mean, there's potatoes in the game. Idaho should be in here, right? Doing anything special for St. Pat's, Pico? I don't know if you're of an Irish persuasion descent like me. Oh, barely bumped my spacebar. I also have crop destruction off because it would just be terrible playing this game. You're almost full. I may have to take you. Some more real farmers, they aren't interested in playing. I mean, I get it. Half the reason I got into this game, though, like back in Farm Sim 15, I think I still have 15 on Steam, was when I was, yeah, when it was winter and I couldn't farm. You know, we were only crops, only basically corn and soybeans. So when it was winter, that's when I started playing this game. Me and my buddy whose family owned the farm, like, playing this together to kind of live vicariously, get through the winter. But I play a lot of weird games too, like Stranded Alien Dawn, Kerbal Space Program, XCOM. I used to be big into first-person shooters, but got into a really bad car accident and it messed up my left eye. So I have special glasses for my eye and traumatic brain injury. Like, I have contacts underneath these glasses to help with that. So I can't track like I used to be able to. Get this mode. Probably TED it, then windrow. Corn's almost harvested. Ooh, our hoe finished work. Mostly Italian, but do have some Irish in my blood. May go to the local bar and have a green beer. I like it. I think that's my plan for tonight as well. Yeah, why aren't you empty? Guess we're not quite as far as I thought we were. Okay, you're done. Where's our contract? Oh, look at that, 4. Couldn't even, it's just right there. I don't know if you have the Better Contracts mod. I do love that mod. Contracts pay a little better, and you can even like bale, like if you do a harvesting contract for like wheat or things like that, you can bale the chaff, the straw swath off and sell it, and it gives you discounts on purchase of farmland. So for every contract you do, you get a 5% discount up to 25%. So save 188,000 on this field. Okay, sending our hoe. is emptying. We're gonna have to deliver our corn. Yep. Grab our good old Peterbilt. Best semi in the game, the Lizard. Got it. It's hard to tell, but it's red, white, and blue. Blue fenders. Okay. Tip side front. Empty our front. Forward, tip side, middle. Another PC only mod? Man. Didn't know there were that many. Tip side back. That were just... What is this guy doing? You're... Oh, this is why I hate the regular AI. Alright, dude. Can you do your job if I tell you to go here? I believe, kind of. Park right where we... Oh, ran into my pile. I was looking up. That's what I get for looking up. We're actually gonna park like in the middle of the field. Let him keep dumping. Love that Jake brake. It's fantastic. Finish mowing this up. Sucks, Fico, that your PC crashed. Like, my buddies are trying to get me into Delta Force. It's kind of Escape from Tarkov-esque. There's just too many sweats to start that game at this point. Used to play a lot of COD. A lot of Warzone, Resurgence, things like that. Not great, but I did alright. Not something I would stream though. It's more just relaxing for me. Started streaming and making videos for a buddy who was trying to learn how to play Farm Sim. And he didn't have Discord, so I was like, whatever, I got a kick. I'll just jump on and stream and show you some stuff. And then our schedules didn't always align, so I started making videos on YouTube so you could watch them later. And here we are now. Love meeting new people. Yeah, the sweats are pretty crazy. Like, I get that I'm not going to get a crazy huge following probably on Farm Sim, but that's alright. I get to meet new people, talk to them, and just relax and stream. So I'm fine with that. Okay. We have mowed what I want to mow. Time to grab our tedder. I've yet to use this silage pit because I bale everything. I am real tempted instead to buy a forage wagon. Really going for right now. Where are you? Grassland, forage wagon. Pretty tempted. Can also be filled with chaff. I think it can be filled. Isn't that the silage? 49. 10 miles per hour, 10. You can be filled with a lot of things. Sugarcane, pellets. Grass. That's exactly why I've decided to focus on Farm Sim, other sim games. It's definitely more my wheelhouse and vibe. Yeah, same for me. I honestly get pretty frustrated playing FPS games and things like that too. So, man, I wish there was a forage wagon on sale. That's not a windrow, that's a merger. I think we're just gonna 40, but it can hold a lot more. Customize. Do we want a cover? I don't think we care about a cover. Silage additive tank. Yes, please. Buy. Cool. We'll grab that in a second. I think we're going to windrow this and turn this all into silage. It's the other side. Put a little silage additive in there. Boost our yield. Dump it in our silage area. Use our combine to run it over. It's also, if you notice right now, silo work. Something that amazingly Courseplay can do. It's a little crazy. Not a huge fan of windrowing. I was using the straw and bale DLC or whatever that was. That increased your pickup size, but it ended up just causing more issues than it saved me time. So just bought a windrow. I think it's going to give us a crap ton of silage, if I'm being honest. I also think one of the best mods is the liftable pallets and bales mod. I don't know if you have that for console either, but being able to just grab pallets is pretty nice instead of having to have a telehandler or something like that for your tractor. Baler with the windrower on it, only because I do silage. Yeah, that's how I've been doing silage. I've got a whole thing there. The baler wrapper, the combi, I think it's the Krone combi, that'll bale and wrap. But I do own the biogas plant now, so I can turn silage into digestate and methane. Yeah, it's a good mod. So we're gonna windrow all of this. And come grab it with our new forage wagon. I didn't know there was a baler with a windrower on it. I just knew there were the mod that increases the pickup width. I think that's a straw and hay pack or something like that. Increases the baler width. Save you a step here. And he is just cruising for that contract. That's why I love hoeing contracts. Make good money and they're fast, especially if you already own the hoe. They're still working together, getting stuff done. I swear it just dinged at me. Is it only on the square balers. Got it. I prefer the square balers because you don't have to stop. But you can, with Courseplay, use the round baler with the silage, or with the wrapper, the combi. I think it is the Krone combi. And he'll stop, drop the bale into the wrapper, then start going again. But you can't use it on this little land over here. Only use it on a field. So sometimes the convenience is obviously better, but this is free silage. Pick up, turn around real quick. This little in between. Which I probably should have just left, but it's alright. Really want to get a like farm sim steering wheel. Corn's almost all picked while we've been doing this. It's quite nice. I think we're going to fill that forage wagon quite a few times with all of this. All this free grass. There were some good mods back in the day. I think it was in 19. Had the cultivator that you could pair up with the roller. I just grabbed the no rolling required mod because I don't know any farmers that actually roll their fields personally. So it's one of those weird things. At least for me. Hope you're all having a wonderful St. Patrick's Day. If you're watching, drop a follow, say hi, have a chat with me and Fico. Let us know how your day's going. Blocked by an... okay. Still blocked by an object. Should move. Thrustmaster apparently has a bundle out that has a wheel, pedals, and farm stick in it. No, it's for PS5. Now that I'm interested in. A lot of those, especially PlayStation, if it's USB, they'll work for this too. I'll have to look into that, the Thrustmaster. Especially if it'll make it, like, give me a stick. For doing, like, telehandler kind of things. Be pretty awesome. Because Because I don't know about, I couldn't tell you the last time I played Farm Sim with a controller, but the holding different things and moving the mouse just all around gets to be a pain. I'm like making TMR. I think my next upgrade is going to be one of those mixer wagons that has the front pickup. Especially if I'm making all this silage. Then I have to have a weird, like, hay storage as well. Like a hay pit. So right now it's easier to just use the bales, for sure. Have you tried, well, I don't think you said you had any cows. The water buffalo is a new thing. It's pretty cool. You're still saying you need to be unloaded. Is the semi full? It must be. Semi's gotta be full. Yep. No more space to place new pallets wool at sheep barn. Tilt wheel base. Steering wheel knob for the wheel too. T128 wheel. It's good to know. I appreciate it. I'm interested for sure. Love the Jake brake. I don't know if this Lizard semi-mod is available on console, but this thing will pull anything. Switch back to front. Oh, the camera. Yeah, this is the stock storage on the Alma, Missouri mod. I don't know if the Iowa map has this, but it's pretty sweet. I just wish it had the AGI grain dryer in it, but it needs propane and you only make methane, so you can make like dried corn, wheat, all that. Do have dairy cows. Okay. I mean, yeah, they're more expensive cows, but the buffalo milk, the water buffalo milk sells for a higher price. So I buy all of my animals like when they're 0 months old and raise them with TMR. So, and luckily they use TMR just like the cattle. So pretty soon I'll be hauling water buffalo milk and all that stuff too. Hopefully he should auto unload. Come on. Yep, there it goes. I just know the water buffalo milk sells for a higher rate. You can make, you know, cheese and stuff off of it too at the dairy. So I have a few of them just to see how it works. The horses definitely were not worth it, in my opinion. Maybe if I had the horse helper mod, but like they have the weird base grain and all that other stuff. So I just got rid of them. The horses were right here. I'm just using it as a storage area. I had goats too, but they, I didn't like the fact that their milk came on pallets and they weren't making a lot of milk. So I got rid of them. and took all my goat milk to the dairy and got it set up, processed all of it, and then called it good. Yeah, I think you have to be really into horses to enjoy the horse part. But unless it's a Percheron, I don't care. I'm a big man. 6'5", 280. Percheron's about the only horse I'd ride. Alright. Why aren't you unloading? Why are you being weird? Always gets weird at the end. Unload you. There's our combine. Oh, you still think you need to go. There we go. Grab this little bit of corn. Okay, you're empty. Beautiful. Should be able to fit the rest of that in there. Need to drop our auger wagon off as we do little skids with it. That apparently needs weeded as well. Once we'll pull him off of that field, we're going to send him to go get our forge wagon. So we drift our auger wagon. It's a pretty slick looking case too. All black. Magnum 400. Is he still hoeing up here? Yep, he still is. Okay, you. Come over here. You're still hoeing. We're gonna pipe you out. Should all fit. Fold our corn header. Should hopefully all fit. So we almost got 3 full semi-loads off this field. Get you ready to do some silage work, some silo. Looks like our yield wasn't bad in this field. Yield. Not terrible. Middle was 125. Can't be mad about that. Danica Jones, thanks for the follow. I appreciate you. What's going on? You having a good day? Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate the follow. Hopefully you enjoy the content. Come back and say hi anytime. Having a good St. Patrick's Day. Having a good day. Little Ginger Awareness Day. Probably gonna have a few green beverages with friends tonight. Just a front, tip side. God, I love that Jake brake so much. This is a Peterbilt, even if it says Lizard on it. All day. Do you play Farm Sim, Danica? Fico and I have been talking about Farm Sim. He plays as well. Streams. Back tip side. Sometimes. If you played 25, or do you play the older Farm Sims? I definitely played the older Farm Sims, for sure. I've been playing Farm Sim probably since 2015. Haven't picked up another one since 19, I think is the last one I played. Been waiting a while for a Farm Sim reboot. 25. Mostly play ATS and GTA. Nice. I was interested in the GTA roleplay for a while, but never truly got into it. Never had the time, to be honest. I want you to come back here somewhere. Okay, you're still hoeing. Our field is going to need hoed as well. Field 3. Yeah, the RP is pretty cool. I followed some people for a while. Fun to watch. I just never had the time. But I'm an injured nurse, former farmer. So, got all the time in the world right now other than going to physical therapy. So, I usually stream about anywhere from starting at 10 a.m. to noon, Monday through Friday, to 3 to 5, depending on when the kids get home. So, now that you're following, you should get notifications. Nice, Fico. Once I'm done streaming, probably once the kids get home, I'll try to pop up your stream, watch you. You're on Kick, right? I mean, I know you're on YouTube too, but are you primarily on YouTube or Kick? I think Kick's a little easier to stream and make money. I've definitely got more followers off of Kick, but I just started triple streaming too, so with Streamlabs. I'd appreciate it. Um, YouTube is at GoneMudden Gaming. I thought it was in, it may not be in my Twitch bio yet. I literally just set up my Twitch on Monday. And Kick is GoneMudden. Nice, Fico. I feel like it's a little easier to monetize on Kick, but I think Twitch has better interactions and things like that once you get a little bigger, so we'll see. Get more people, get to meet more new people, which is what I'm really doing this for at this point. If I can make a little beer money in the end, awesome. If not, get to meet new people like you, Fico, like you, Danica. Met a couple people from the UK, Australia. So, it's a lot of fun. That's why I like it. I'm going to be playing the video games whether I'm streaming or not. Might as well stream it. Oh, windrowing takes so long. Wish the windrower was a little faster. I'll drop those in real quick. No, Danica. Kick.com/GoneMudden. And youtube.com/GoneMuddenGaming, I believe. My YouTube, apparently I'm streaming there. I didn't think I was actually set up to stream there yet, but streaming there. I've also got videos on some of the mods I use, things like that. So if you want to follow, drop a like, I'd appreciate it too. Either way, I appreciate you stopping in, saying hi. Kids will be home soon, so I'll probably have to hop off here shortly. But I look forward to seeing you around, Danica. Hanging out. Are you from the US? Are you from the UK? Where are you from? Fico and I have been talking about this a little bit, where we feel like Farm Sim has a way bigger following in Europe and the UK than it does here in the US, because, well, a lot of us in the US actually farm. But I always started playing this game back in 2015, I think, during the winters when we weren't actually farming. Houston, Texas. Nice. Yeah, I'm just having fun, meeting new people. Not so worried about making affiliate or anything like that. Just, if I make a little beer money in the end, awesome. But if not, so be it. Get to meet new people. Oh, wrong button. Wrong key. You want to drop? Almost have this all wind road. I am from Central Illinois. Outside of Champaign. Dang, Vico. I just looked you up. You got followers, homie. How long you say you've been streaming, Vico? I don't know if you're still in here. Nice. Well, I mean, if you ever start streaming on Twitch, maybe we could do a joint stream or something. If our streaming styles match, you know? I know joint streaming's a thing on Twitch. Pretty cool. Play some multiplayer farm sim. But I have a feeling we have a very similar vibe. Try to pop onto your stream later once I get off. Gonna be throwing some steaks on the smoker tonight. Pretty pumped about that. Almost wind road. All this grass. Finally. Twitch or kick. I just haven't been able to decide which one I should stick with. I mean, I get that. Kick is definitely easier to monetize with than Twitch. I ended up just doing Streamlabs, so I can stream YouTube, Kick, TikTok, and Twitch all at the same time. It even allows you, like with the paid, obviously, it'll automate it into like up and down for like TikTok. I just don't have a TikTok set up yet. Oh, I didn't get silage additive. Crap. Purchase silage additive. Customize. Grab like 3 of these bad boys. Forgot about that. Go grab our silage additive real quick. Throw it in there. But I think the kids will be home soon. Stream about 3.5 hours. Only late because of PT. But tomorrow, well, I got kids tomorrow. They're on spring break. I'm going to try to stream for a few hours tomorrow. But spring break kind of throws a little wrench in. That's why I wanted to get streaming yesterday and today when we didn't have the kids. Yeah, that's why I went with YouTube too. I mean, I put up my things. I mean, I don't know about you, but I've had a lot of lurkers on both Kick and Twitch. I have like 10 people watching me, but no one talking to me. It's one of those weird games, I don't know, where people don't like to talk, I guess. Which doesn't make it as fun. Like, I'd definitely rather have people talking to me while I'm on stream, for sure, even if they're not following or, you know, like, I'm not monetized, so subscribing, but, like, talking's free. Whoa, school bus. Like I said, I just like to meet new people, talk to them. And if this ends up being a thing, then awesome. If not, well, met new people like you, Fico. So I'm good with it. Back at you. Honk at me. Ag exempt. Okay, not really, from stop signs and stuff. The only time I don't stop at a country stop sign is in a tractor, though. Yeah, I mean, I just decided to pay for the yearly for Streamlabs. I probably need to set up a TikTok. I just don't know how much of this screen it would actually grab. I mean, it would grab the interesting stuff, I guess. I may set up a TikTok. It's just not something I use a lot. L, Shift I. Let's fill up our silage additive. backing up. Oh, it barely uses any. Okay. 10 liters. Well, here we go. Let's make some silage. It is a lot of work mowing your in-betweens, but the payoff is usually pretty decent. I'm gonna fill this thing so many times. It's the biggest forage wagon you can buy. Well, second biggest. Just can carry the most. Has the most function of any of the forage wagons. Look at that skill. You're good. Probably gonna get off here soon, Fico. Start dinner. But I'll definitely pop your stream on. Let's see how much of this we can pick up. We are full already. We're going to be making this trip a lot, I feel. Back to it. Snag this up real quick. hoeing contract is almost complete. We can send it to our field because it needs weeded bad. Yeah. Don't have access. Hey, Noah gives us a 25% discount. So you are done hoeing. Love that for you. Now come over here. What field is this? We're going to complete that contract. Beautiful. This is field 3. Do we have? We do have a hoe. We are going to F3 hoe. Load. Tell him to go to first waypoint. That's fine, you do your weird thing. Alright, well. Girlfriend's home with the kids. I think that's what we're going to call it for a stream. I appreciate y'all for stopping in, especially my new followers, Lacey, Madge, Fico, and Danica. Hope you have a great day. Enjoy your St. Patrick's Day. Have a green beer for me. And hopefully we'll catch you next time.